cops don't do their jobs. They assume the worst. You have the penis, you're in the wrong. They're gonna fucking punish you. Like in Virginia when the cops wanted to break my car. Of course, with what they were told versus what they had to find out and realize later from the hospital, the situation that Natalie Bollinger fucking sold them versus the actual situation as it happened are not the same. But those cops didn't bother to find that out. They didn't bother to take the time to find that out before they fucked up my car. Now that shit, that's nationwide. If you are being fucking threatened, assaulted, fucking trashed, slandered by a female and her friends, the rule of thumb, oh my God, you're saying to beat women now? No, I'm not. Common vernacular, dipshit. Sure, it may have started as an insult. Absolutely, we got to talk about women's rights on that. If it's legal to beat your wife with a stick no bigger than the size of your thumb, well, we need to change that law, don't we? Now, as far as saying the rule of thumb, well, that doesn't have the same connotation anymore. Many of these words that we use that mean something to me, well, they mean something completely different to a lot of other people. Like you say fire. What does fire mean? What are these kids using it to mean? These kids are using fire to say, hey man, that's totally cool. They're also using it, hey man, that's fire. Like, don't fuck with it. Well, vernacular. Now there's some folks down at the Astro, and one of them's a darker feller. And I saw him, and I was talking to one of the ladies there. She's a real nice lady. And I said, you gonna introduce me to the new guy? She said, he's not a new guy, he's old. I looked at him, I said, he ain't old, he ain't even got any gray hairs. And sure enough, I gotta tell you, just like we was old friends, that man started talking trash with me. I mean, not mean-hearted, but, just the good old-fashioned, like you've been friends for years. So I decided next time I see him, I'm going to introduce myself, professional-like. So there's a lady, I made a video for her. Her name is Mimi. I'm assuming it's a lady. I may be incorrect about that. But Mimi was typing that there's a lot of people that are supportive of me, but they're not protesting or speaking up. Now, they got a Pride Fest thing going on, and I'm going to go. I don't have a dress to wear, but I don't have to wear a dress to support LGBT. I don't. I'm willing to. Hell, I put on a pink dress and put pink bows in my beard and braid it up all nice and pretty. Hell yeah. I was even going to take the opportunity to take a photo shoot a few years ago in support of LGBT pride. Historically, I would have gone with a guy named Wraith. He also goes by, his real name is Tory Wentworth. And, we haven't gone in years. The first year I went to Pride, I didn't go with Wraith. I met him there. Not quite the same. And, of course, I am the only straight guy in his group of friends. So here I am at Pride, right? We're supposed to be, being supportive of each other, of one another, and especially of the LGBT community. And here I am. I got a friend of mine who is both homosexual and also homeless, and he's got friends who are both homosexual and homeless, and I got them all surrounding me, making fun of me for being a breeder. I'm going to tell you something. He's not the only one. And it was, of course, in his mind, all in good fun. And because it was pride, I did take it in stride. But, it was just good banter. Like that man down at the Astro gas station. Just good banter. Oh, fucking. It's hot in here. And that ain't no joke. I suppose what I ought to do, since I'm gonna, but I keep getting sidetracked by excessive bullshit and roasting to fucking death. I do need to go through and grab a lot of phone numbers so that I can post them up. I need to post up Laura Nelson's phone number. Basically, everybody who scammed me, everybody who misrepresented the situation, everybody who lied to me, everybody who convinced me not to do the right thing because they were going to help in some other way. Like, of course, when Laura Nelson went in and she was going to talk to Sean Holloway with me, and Laura Nelson didn't speak the whole thing, except at the very end, she told Sean Holloway, hey, I'm scared for my son. Did Holloway take that seriously? No, he didn't. Well, what did Laura Nelson tell me? She told me that I shouldn't trust Sean Holloway, and I already knew that. I already knew that. But this is who I'm told to go to. This is who the Nebraska State Patrol is forcing me to turn it into. So, of course, even though it's a conflict of interest and it's against the law, every time that they had me locked up to prevent me from turning them in, they allowed themselves to have further access to me. Because as soon as I get that paperwork done, they're no longer allowed to do that shit. Nebraska State Patrol has to fucking do it. But with Jen Beebe not doing her job, with, of course, Megan Missigatis not doing her job. And you know what? You can say, oh, well, she says it's not her. It doesn't matter if she says it's her job or not. She's got the fucking title. And that's what the cops are playing on. They're playing on, oh, well, Sean had an advocate. It's not our fault the advocate didn't do her job. Well, if that's what they're going to say and that's what they're going to play on for their excuse, then yeah, it is her fault for not fucking correcting it. It is your choice not to correct it. It is your choice to waste time. It is your choice not to come forward publicly. So I got to come publicly for you. Obviously, I could have used some of that money that those folks gave me for gas. I could have used that to park my vehicle at the library, but I need the gas. I mean, that's all the more gas I got. It's still pretty close to fucking empty, ain't it? It's still better than nothing. It's almost a quarter of a tank, almost. That's enough to charge up my stuff a little bit. Right now, I got a bit of charge on my phone, and I also have to shut my phone down because I can feel it overheating. It's not freezing up yet, but we're probably only a few minutes away from that. Now, let me show you how I do this. This is my refrigerator. Let me show you the inside of my refrigerator. These things are super cheap. These things right here. So what I do is I put my soda pop in there, I put my phone, I slide it in between some of these, and then I wrap it up with something that's insulating. And then, of course, that's my refrigerator. It also assists me because I got a sugar addiction, and also the water here makes me... Anytime I move somewhere new, until I get used to the water, it makes me sick. So, of course... With that right there, that gives me the ability to, oh, it's freezing up. I'm gonna have to stop the video anyway.